This wasn't the plan. I didn't think that I would be making this type of content. I didn't even think that I would be sharing this part of my journey, but here we are. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Fatima and this is the Graceful Glow Up. Now, I've been saying that for a couple of months now, and I realized that I never actually shared why I changed the name of my channel, what it means for me, or what it means for you. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. This channel has seen so many different variations. If you've been following me for a long time, comment below if you're an OG follower. But we went from Sewing Stardom, we went to Fatima, and now we are at the Graceful Glow Up. All of these different versions have served different purposes and have really been reflective of the different seasons and journey, the parts of the journeys that I've been on in my life at the time. And now we've reached a new part of my journey. And this part is where I am very intentional and focused on my relationship with God in a way that I never have before. Now, that's nothing new. I've always talked about God on this channel and on my platforms, but lately there's been a shift in me that has even felt unrecognizable to me. And I recognize that I have not been showing up in this space authentically. Yes, I shared, my healing journey with fibroid, and that was spirit led, and it was something that, I knew I needed to do. But all of my content outside of that definitely was falling into the YouTube algorithm, right? Like I was for sure doing what I saw that was popular. I was creating titles and thumbnails that I knew that people would click, that was focused on personal development and glowing up in a sense that felt very surfacey. I am not a surfacey person in any part of my life, and it feels weird pretending to be one here on this YouTube channel. And I won't say that I've been pretending. I don't want to make it seem like, nothing that I share was authentic or real. That's not the case at all. It's just that I knew that God had been calling me to go deeper and to be more vulnerable with you all, and I have not been doing that. What does the Graceful Glow Up even mean? The Graceful Glow Up is a space for women who are becoming, including myself, right? You're not necessarily the woman that you were before, but you're also not the woman that you see yourself as, right? You're in that in between stage of figuring it out and navigating that walk with God. This is not just about external glow ups, right? We've spent enough time talking about that. There's so many videos online talking about that. This is about what happens on the inside. This is about spiritually, emotionally healing, right? Working on our faith and our identity and doing it all with God at the center. I started making content on the Graceful Glow Up channel because I was frustrated with the glow up content that I was seeing online that really just focused on physical glow ups and no one was talking about God. So I wanted to insert God into the conversation, and that's what I've started to do, but God is now inviting me to go deeper. He's inviting me to share more of my journey and more of my stories and more of the things that He's healed me from. And in order to do that, I have to be vulnerable. But I think that is the very thing that's missing on this channel. Since I made that transition, yes, my channel has grown, but I've noticed that my connection with you hasn't. I've noticed that, the engagement is not the same. The comments are not the same. And that's what I miss the most about creating content. I've never wanted to just be someone that was just like a viral sensation or someone that just had all these followers. I have always been focused on the community. I've always wanted to connect with you all. So it is scary for me, I'm going to be honest, because initially I thought that this transition was going to be real cute and aesthetic and, like little lifestyle, content, very aesthetically pleasing. And God is just stripping me of all of that, like just stripping me of all of that, where you may not get the most visually aesthetically pleasing content on this channel. I'm going to be real with y'all. But what I can promise you is that you will get real conversations. You will get a lot of my personal testimonies. We're going to talk about relationships. I'm finally going to open up about my walk as a Christian, dating who is saved and actually trying to live according to the Bible and what that experience is like. But God has really been working on me in that area. And there is so much that I've learned and so much that I've been through. and God is just asking me to share those things. The original thought of this being about aesthetics and it being like, you know, vloggy style lifestyle content and kind of impersonal is not what this is going to be anymore. I realized that content did not reflect who I was becoming, which is why I started to feel disconnected from it. And I think it's also a big part of why it probably was not resonating with you all either. We're going to be talking about the deeper stuff, the heartbreaks, the healing, what it means to really surrender, what it means to really walk with God, what it means to lament before God, to go to God and petition. Like, we're really going to dive a lot deeper into these topics that I've been exploring personally, that I've been exploring with my spiritual community through Bible studies and at church. And I'm just really excited to talk about it. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be scary, but I think there's like a shift that's happening where I am really looking at this as ministry and not just as something fun that I do on the side, or, you know, just a space for me to be creative. Like, I feel like God is really pushing me to take this as a serious commitment to pour into the woman who is becoming these topics. And you're interested in going deeper, and you're interested in talking about the Bible in a more real way and sharing our personal testimonies and stories. If that is something you're interested in, please, please, please leave me a heart emoji down below. If you're in the space of growing, releasing, surrender, I need community. I need to talk about these things and unpack these things with other people. This is the space for you. So we're not rushing the glow up. This is not about a physical glow up. This is not about external. This is a process, and we're going to honor that process, and we're going to walk through it together. So I'm excited that you're here. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and let me know what you're interested in seeing, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.